Well, as wrestling fans, the main thing that fans always say is that WWE want to go back to the glory days, the early 2000s, the Monday Night Raw Attitude Era. It was way better back in the day. So I've decided to take that to the next level, as I'm going to be reacting to the oldest match that I could find on the WWE Network. And we'll react to it, we'll review it, see how different it is to nowadays. And this match was from August 26, 1952. We're hopping in a time machine, we're going to the 50s to see what wrestling was like. Obviously I can't show the match for copyright reasons, but this is the match. 2 out of 3 falls match. In Dallas, Texas, Rito Romero vs Danny Savage at the Sportatorium. Let's get straight into it. So far this is interesting. You see, they got the refs explaining the rules. It's like, literally it's more like those you see pre-match and boxing. Oh, and the first one already. Like, they had the ref telling the rules and all, which you don't really see today, like both fight does. And now the bell's rung. Let's see, it's very different. Let's see, it's no colour. The ring looks smaller. But yeah, like, it's a lot more so far anyways. 2 out of 3 falls match, or cinch and Ed stipulations back in the day. Very interesting. It's been more sold, like, you know, it's a lot of grapples so far, some more like rest holds, and he punched him close fist and the ref got in straight away. It's not much action going on first 5 or so minutes, which I expected. Is a lot slower back days, probably a lot less advanced. And you know, but it's nice to see though that the rules were like what'd happen in an actual boxing fight. If you like broke rules, obviously ref would like split them up, you'd have a timeout or whatever. Yeah, but it's mainly a lot of headlocks and stuff like that. First bit of interesting action. It's been a lot more MMA like, which is interesting. Or like the Olympic wrestling. So it was a lot of just ground holds. He did the leg scissors, which they still have today. And he did a bit of ground and pound, first like bit of exciting action. And now they're back on their feet. So it's a lot more MMA like. A bit similar to Raw Underground, but Raw Underground's obviously a lot faster, which is interesting. Oh, it's picking up now. We're having a combination of moves. A drop kick. Well, quite a poorly executed drop kick, but obviously it's different times. You can't judge it. It's a lot more like the selling. It feels a lot more like real, because the selling isn't as smooth or anything. It's like they'll bounce their face in the ropes and all. And they do get up quite quickly, which is interesting. Just let me mainly punch in, chop, just like chops like that to the chest. Oh, and the first fall's just happened. After 3 chops, Danny Savage has got the first fall of this 2 out of 3 falls match. Now, this is something I think WWE should incorporate. They actually have cornermen. There's only 2 of them, but there's cornermen, and in this 2 out of 3 falls match, it's not, you don't carry on. They've had the break, it looks like. Yeah, but bring back cornermen and make it feel a lot more legit for in real life. I'd love that. There's only 2 in this one, but if you had like a whole posse, like boxing, how much realer would that feel? If for the entrance you had the whole posse with you. So far, second fall, it's the same again. It's literally just a lot of rest holds. Oh, and he just flung him into the corner. But he had him rest hold like that, flung in the corner. Now he got a bit of action finally. Chopping and corner. But we've seen no suplexes so far. I've seen a sort of a drop kick, which is interesting. Yeah, but there's no suplex. I mean, more just strikes and wrestles. So I think it's like they're going for it's the 50s, but it was a lot more legit. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no like, obviously, if you get hit with a move, you'll do a back bump if you're like inside wrestling, back bump, front bump, whatever. No bumping. Essentially, like if you get dragged for it, it'll be like what happens with a real fight. You know, you try stop yourself from falling, or like, no one be like you'd see a back bump or anything. But we got a trio woe and some knees. It's been mainly wrestles that, but it's got a trio woe, which is interesting. And obviously the rest on it broke it for rope break. And the corners help them. Yeah, but it's not much selling. Sometimes they've like worked each other through the ropes, but they've get chucking each other out. They haven't gone outside the ring. So if someone gets chucked outside the ring, they'll wait for them to come inside. So very, very different to modern day, which is obviously expected. We've had a proper drop kick. Oh, and a roll up. He's rolled him up. Oh, the ref's taking ages. 2. And Rito Romero's got the second fall. I was interested. Won by roll up, so I had a roll up. Yeah, but the ref went the extravagant 1, 2, 3. It was 1, 2, 3. I know it's obviously because of the times. They've only had one camera. So really today, there's so many camera cuts in matches. Like, sometimes it's too much. Obviously, I have more than one camera angle, but these days. But it is quite nice to see she's got one camera focused on it. It's not all these quick camera cuts or anything, just one hard cam centre all on the right. It's interesting to use a full Nelson. Obviously, that's still around today, so that's incorporated into like the Miz's finisher move. No, Kenny Omega does it with a suplex, full Nelson suplex, and a bulldog into a turnbuckle. And yeah, he hasn't gone for a pin. He's waiting for him to get back up. Very interesting. The rest trying to count. Will he make it to his... Oh, Romero's been drop kicked to the outside on the apron. But drop kicks have been the only real moves. See, and you've had wrestled and then just putting them into the turnbuckle. So obviously it's no clotheslines. It's just always been some punches as well. But yeah, and when they go outside, you have to wait for them to come back in. It's very different, obviously, to what to expect of it, but I found this quite enjoyable to watch, man. Genuine. Like, it's quite nice to see the different style of the ring out. They try and get to the apron. Every time they get in the apron, they're trying to send them back up the ring. And just stay in the ring then. But it's been headbutt. That's the first time we've seen that this game. Oh, he's on the ropes. He's been tied up in the ropes and just clubbing blows now to the head. Oh! We've had a suplex of sorts. And now he's hung up on the ropes. And they separate them as a trend. Like, no, they let him do the moves on the rope. Savage, the heel. He's got this move in. Bloody hell. He's got his neck like cranked in between the ropes, stuck his head, and got him in a wheelbarrow position. I'm just choking him on the ropes. That's a very cool move. Also, I was literally choking him on the ropes in a wheelbarrow position. And obviously, they're supposed to wait to get him untangled, but he's not letting him. And Leo Russ has disqualified him. So, 203 Falls match from the 50s has ended in disqualification. And the ref literally hits him off. So Savage was lost by disqualification. You know, he's attacking him after the match now as well. And he's giving it to Romero. And shouldn't they had screwy finishes back in the day? It wasn't the clean finish. Now he's just attacking him after the match. Oh my god. And the ref's literally jumped on him. I found this very interesting. It's been a half-hour match, but it's gone by a lot quicker. I'll see. It's just quite interesting to see how things are so much different to now and all. I hope you've enjoyed this reaction video, something a bit different for the channel. Let me know if you want me to do the 60s next, 70s. And this was reacting to the oldest match on the WWE Network. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video.